Hello everyone, welcome back ulit sa Komiks Kwentuhan. For today's episode, we have another illustrator from former Questor magazine, a comics creator in his own right, a illustrator for various publications, currently now works for Lego, Sir Jennyson Rosero. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Gumawa ako ng parang series of episodes na puro Questor. Parang nagsimula kay Igor, tapos si Aldin the other day, tapos pumayag ka today. So, si Franklin sa Monday.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I
So,
miss
parang
you guys.
nagkaroon ng short set of mga alumni from Questor.
Good. Maganda rin yan. Kasi I've never had contact with a lot of them for a lot of years.
Yun nga. Kasi pinag-usapan nga namin, it's been 20 years.
Oh, damn. 20 years na ba yun?
20 years. This was 2001, 2000, di ba?
2001, 2002, yeah. I
Diba?
guess so. Yeah. Kaka-graduate ko lang noon actually.
Di ba? 20 years. So, galing tayo nung university, start yung ganun stuff.
Ang madalas ko lang, hindi naman actually madalas, but I still keep in touch with Bambi, Olan. Especially nung early this year, nung nagkaroon ako ng operation. So, yeah. Usap-usap kaming konti. Yeah.
Yun nga, actually, the interest with you guys came mostly because Bambi and Olan became active again. Local scene, diba? Parang medyo matagal din silang nawala eh. Pero anyway, masyadong tumatalon. Let's start with how you started sa pagdodrawing, pagko-comics.
So how I started, medyo matagal din yun kasi I've always been interested in comics. So let's say funny comics, right? Siguro 1985 ako nagbasa ng funny comics. Nasa Bicol pa ako sa Daet, Camarines Norte. So yun, pupunta kami ng dad ko sa isang newsstand and then kuha ko ng funny comics, basahin ko. And then medyo na-inspire ako mag-drawing by reading those. But, so ganun lang. Pero in terms of creating comics, so nung 1991 siguro nabasa ko yung high school na ito. Nabasa ko yung X-Men #1 ni Jim Lee. Yun yung siguro it's probably late in the game, pero I guess yun yung talagang may impact sa akin nung nakita ko si Jim Lee. Na-inlove ako talaga sa medium. And then also biglang bumili ako ng New Mutants, so na-inlove din ako kay Rob Liefeld. And then Wildcats noong 92, Youngblood, so yun yung mga binibili ko nung time na yun. But then nung 13 years old ako, summer vacation, napunta ako sa Bulacan, sa malolo sa lola ko. So doon ako ng bakasyon. And then wala akong comics na mabasa, right? Ang ginawa ko, punta ako sa palengke, bumili ako nakita ko may bago, first issue, Terminator Komiks ng Gasi. And then doon sa issue na yun, I think meron silang contest na win a Nintendo family computer. Design your own character. Di sumali ako, di ba? Feeling designer ng character. Medyo inspired by Jim Lee. And then nanalo ako. First prize yata yun. Hindi ko alam kung may iba pa eh. Kung tatlo ba yun o what. And then, tinanong ako nung editor, si Joven Munartan. I don't know if he's still active. Tinanong ako kung gusto ko magtrabaho. 13 years old pa lang ako nun. Siyempre gusto ko ng pera, di ba? wala naman lang ginagawa nun eh, bakasyon. So sige, nagtry ako. Binigyan ako ng Kundalini Warrior. So pasensya na doon sa writer, hindi ko na maalala yung name. Medyo hazy na talaga yung memory ko sa maraming bagay. And wala, puro try lang. Ewan ko, siguro pinagbigyan lang ako ni Joven dahil bata eh, di ba?
Pero speaking with other comics creator, yung mga magagaling talaga, kaya katulad mo, started early, as early as 13, 14, they were already
13.
published. They were already published by local local publications dito. Parang napaka-common
Common ba yun?
yung story na yan. As early nga as high school, as early as early teens, nagdo-drawing na sila. Kasi hindi na sila nagdo-drawing for themselves. As in, they get offers to be published nga. Katulad nyo, si Stephen Segovia, si kahapon kausap ko si Rino. As early as ganyan ngang age, meron na talaga kayong chance na ma-publish.
Yeah.
At actually, yung Kundalini Warrior, tinitingnan namin yung ilog yan doon sa studio dati. Kasi nakahanap siya. Kasi gawa ni Jennyson.
Sa totoo lang, itong Kundalini Warrior, I feel sorry for the writer kasi hindi ko naman actually nabigyan ng justice yung story niya. Dahil nung time na yun, of course, bata pa ako. I'm still finding my own style. And then kung anong comics yung mahawakan ko, those comics influence my style. So, kunwari may nakita akong Todd McFarlane comics. Uy, okay to gusto ko i-incorporate. Pero hindi naman talagang incorporate yung style. Basically, just copying the style. So, I think every issue nung Kundalini, every chapter ng Kundalini, ibang style parang.
Nag-iiba yun.
Oo. And then, may mga nakilala akong artists doon na hindi sina Boss Gilbert tsaka sila Boss Joseph Cesar Santo Domingo, Sir Gilbert, si Sir Luisito Antonio, yan yung mga naging inspiration ko doon. Pero yun nga, yung comics na yun. And then may nakilala ko doon, medyo matanda na siya. Uy, gumamit ka ng pentel brush. Hanap ka dito sa National Bookstore or somewhere. Yun yung gamitin mo para mas yung linya mo, mas may volume, ganyan, para kitang-kita sa comics. Hindi ko alam kung ano yun. So, bumili ako. And then, tinay ko, sabi ko, shit, ang hirap namang gamitin ito. Ang lambot. Alam mo yun? Sanay ako sa tech pen, sa ball pens, ganyan. And then, ang nakakatawa doon, kahit mga things like mga kotse, ginagamit ko pentel brush. So talagang bako-bako yung linya ko, pangit. Kaya medyo sa totoo lang kinakahiya ko yun. Pero history mo yun di ba?
Okay, rin naman
it's part of your history, your
part
journey.
Of your history. You were katulad nga na sabi mo, you were learning pa, no? You were learning how to illustrate pa, develop your own style.
And storytelling.
Hindi nga to actually parang common knowledge pero sa mga fans mo siguro magandang tidbit to na nakapag-work ka for yung industry before.
I guess so. Siguro ang lang dun is bragging rights dun is 13 years old ako.
Tsaka yun nga, kasi meron kang alibay, 13 ako nun
Oo, di ba? Pero kung iisipin mo, batukan ka ng mga tao, uy, loko ka, high school ka na nung matanda ka na.
Gaano katagal yung run mo for Kundalini Warrior?
Hindi ko alam kung ilan yun Sa totoo lang, really nakalimutan ko na. Hindi ko nga alam kung natapos yun. Yeah. Kasi ginawa ko lang yun while I was on my summer vacation. So hindi ko alam kung 3 ba yun or 4 or
mga 8, mga ganyan.
Maybe, yeah.
Kasi dalawang buwan lang naman summer vacation natin.
Oo, and hindi ko rin alam kung gaano ba katagal yung deadlines na binibigay sa akin nun Yeah. But yun, doon ako nagsimula.
So, ayun siguro yung sunod na question. Kasi like you said, you were influenced mostly by the mga Western artists. Basically, 90s generation image. Yung image founders.
Yeah.
Image founders. Paano ngayon ka nag-transition from drawing that way to yung mas nakilala kang art style, which is more on Oriental influence, Japanese influence?
Manga, anime, ganyan. Actually, hindi ko rin masyadong matandaan kung kailan siya nag-start. But basically, parang nung nakapanood ako ng Dragon Ball and then ng Sailor Moon, nag-actively hunt ako ng mga manga. Kasi meron din kaming kamag-anak doon. Minsan nagdadala ng mga parang phone book size na manga, di ba? So marami siyang different stories, marami siyang styles. So na-influence din ako nun. And then naghanap ako ng mga manga, pupunta ako sa field bars. Minsan pupunta pa ako sa sa may Lasal Green Hills, meron dong field bars yata. Pagbaba mo ng LRT. Yan, nandun lang siya. So una kong binili nun is mga Oh My Goddess, mga Ghost in the Shell, and Akira, ganyan. Medyo mahal yung mga yun. So, nung mga time na yun, medyo may trabaho naman din, di ba? Kahit bata pa. So, may konti kang pera pambili ng mga yun kasi mahal din yun. Lalo na yung Ghost in the Shell. Mahal nun yung time na yun.
Yung Ghost in the Shell na nabili mo, yung Japanese version o yung North American release?
North American release na.
Dark
yung,
Horse.
ano na siya, yung graphic novel. Yeah. Hindi ko alam kung ano ba yun. I think college na ako nung nabili ko siya. And then I started drawing in that style. Medyo na-enjoy ko siya kasi I felt like mas na ko-convey ko yung emotion ng characters rather than dun sa attempt ko sa Western style. And yeah, yun. Dun nag-start. And then nakapanood ako ng mga Fatal Fury, ganyan, which was probably my biggest influence si Masami Obari, which dyan ako siguro nakilala as yung pinaka-style ko nung time na yun. Yeah, kasi ginagaya ko siya.
Hindi, kasi that's the next question naman, yung artist na masasabi mong pinakamalaking influence mo. And that would be nga si Obari.
Yes, Obari. Though hindi ko nakuha yung mga mecha sensibilities niya dahil sa totoo lang si Olan yung si Roland Amago yung mahilig sa mecha. Ako hindi masyado. Mas gusto ko mag-drawing ng mga characters, mga babae, ganyan.
Tao.
Yeah. Mga tao, yes.
Pero yun nga, may narinig ako about lalo na sa Western comics. Yung magaling mag-drawing ng tao is king sa illustrations sa comics. So, di ba, mas tumatatak kasi yun naman yun yung foregrounds
Yeah, sa totoo lang. Yeah, and then kailan ba tayo naging classmates?
Second sem ng first freshman year. Hindi ko freshman year ko, pero ikaw nag-shift ka.
Nag-shift ako kasi
yun nga yung weird na after you told us na you were from architecture. Kaya mechanical drawing. Dapat tapos ka na.
Oo nga no? Weird. I think I just took it to basta mapag-anuhan ng oras masaya nga magawa ng oras. Kasi ang dami kong empty slots nung nag-shift ako. Kasi syempre natapos na ako ng mga minor subjects ko, di ba? Okay naman kasi architecture. It's just that mahina talaga ako sa math. Ayoko ng math. Actually, yung math na yan, yan yung tagasira ng dreams ko Kasi at first, I wanted to be an astronaut. Marami daw math doon. Gusto ko maging pilot, marami daw math doon. And then architect, maraming math. And then,
kasi rin yan. Funny that you mentioned it kasi ganun din yung trajectory ko before. Kasi before I went to sa university natin, nagpats ako. Magpapats dapat ako. So mag-aeronautical engineer dapat ako. Tapos, yun nga, laman ko, puro math to. So, di ako na.
Panira.
Akala ko, papalipad lang ako ng mga bagay.
Di ba?
Di ba? Yeah. Tapos yung sumunod naman nun, when nag-entrance ako dun sa university, mag-archi dapat ako. Tapos first choice ko actually archi. Tapos nakabasa naman ako. Tapos sabi nga ng mga upperclassmen ko from high school na puro math nga. So kung gusto mong iwasan, magkuha ka na lang ng fine arts degree. Kung gusto mo lang mag-drawing, tapos gusto mong iwasan yung math, kaya ka nag-archi, mag-fine arts degree ka na lang. So kinuha yung second choice ko.
I see. Basically the same. Yeah. Medyo ganun din. Gusto ko lang mag-drawing actually. So, yan. Pero nakuha ko rin yung pagiging malinis ko sa lines, I guess, sa architecture. Dahil doon, syempre, we have to be neat with our lines, precision, ganyan. So, nadala ko siya sa work ko sa comics. Ganyan.
And sobrang linis naman talaga ng work mo.
Yeah, I guess I can say so. I mean, even ngayon masyadong malinis. Struggle nga sa akin yung minsan gusto kong parang maging Kim Jong-gi, ganyan, yung medyo loose yung lines, medyo organic, masarap, maganda tingnan fluid and may volume. Hindi ko kaya.
Parang never kita nakita gano'n mag-drawing.
Hindi ko kaya.
Kasi kahit yung mga ini-sketch mong stuff, ang linis
Yeah, oo nga Yun nga yung masama So,
masama ba yun? Parang hindi nga masama yun.
Kunwari maglaro tayong dalawa ng Pictionary.
Yeah.
Talo ko doon. Talo ko doon kasi masyadong malinis.
Ito-drawing mo talaga. Wala sa wheelhouse mo na mag-drawing na mas loose.
No, hindi kaya. Pipilitin ko talaga. And then, it would take me longer to make my drawings more loose. Yeah.
So around that same time when you were in college, kasi since I've talked to most of your colleagues na rin, they said that you were in college when you were in Questor.
Okay, so sa architecture kasi, may nakilala ako doon na naging best friend ko, which we're still best friends now. We still keep in contact. Si John Jasper Bello. So, si John Jasper Bello, taga-alamat siya. He was the artist, the illustrator for Tattooed with David Ontiveros. So, nakilala ko siya doon, along with Roland Amago. And then, from what I remember, he introduced me to Mr. Larry Chan, who's the owner of Telesuccess Productions. Wala pang Questor noon, so nag-intern ako sa kanila. Hindi ko na actually matandaan kung ano yung mga ginagawa ko noong time na yun. Basta every summer break, nandun ako sa Telesuccess, sa Green Hills. Then doon din ako natuto mag-Photoshop. So by the time na nag-Photoshop lessons tayo sa UST, medyo marunong na ako. Medyo
Photoshop lessons ba tayo doon?
Meron.
Photoshop lessons doon.
Meron
mostly tambay ka doon sa may computer room. Tapos wala namang tinuturo talaga.
Basically, ang tinuturo doon, mga selections, fill. Yeah, but medyo praktisado na ako noong time na yun. And then, nagkaroon kami nitong Questor magazine na, pumasok na nga sina Bambi, sina Igor, sina Art. Yeah, and then nasama ako sa kanila. Doon ako napunta. Basically,
that's how you got into Questor.
Yeah, so we were just editing siguro yung mga nakukuha namin JPEGs na medyo low res. So sometimes we would just apply, like smart blur, mga filter lang na ganyan para medyo maalis yung mga moray patterns. And or i-really draw namin siya digitally. So back then, we were using this iMac, yung merong round puck mouse. So, flat siya, diba? And then, yun yung ginagamit ko pang pen tool. So, path tool. So, basically, redrawing that low-res JPEG with a mouse using pen tool. So, na-practice ako doon ng pen tool. So, kaya ngayon, dala ko pa rin yung skill na yun ng pen tool. Yeah. Mabilis ako mag-pen tool.
Actually, parang may mga bata, di ba, if you teach them how to use a computer, as you ask them to start with a mouse. Well, with any skill naman di ba? Yung parang may papagawa ka. Tapos pag bata ka, iniisip mo na wala siyang kwenta.
Oh, yes.
Pero ang actually ginagawa nun, gumagawa siya ng muscle memory.
Yeah. Agree. Yep.
Kaya nga siya tinatawag na drills, di ba? Kasi na-drill in sa brain mo yung muscle memory na yun. Tapos, if you do it enough times, as in, sobrang bibilis ka with that skill.
Basically, that's what happened. Yeah.
So, aside from yung clean up detail nyo with the spot illustrations and the actual full illustrations dun sa Questor, mas naging kilala kayo actually with yung the comics that you guys were doing then.
Yep.
So, kwentuhan mo kami about how that came about.
Medyo hazy na kasi yung yung memory ko regarding mga origins and start ng mga ganyan. But I just remember the good times na, basically ideating with Bambi and Igor, bouncing off ideas, mga ganon. So yung start, I think, hindi ko alam kung ano nauna, kung yung loop ni Bambi or yung Gokitomo. Basta medyo, nung time na yun, experimental din naman ako na kasi kakasimula ako na mag-Photoshop, di ba? So, playing around with it. But I think Gokitomo siguro yung start. But I think it's Lupas. Hazy nga.
Ayun nga, at least meron akong reference with this question. Ang sabi ni Igor, I think from the titles that they pitch, Gokitomo was the first one to go into sa manga scene.
Okay.
So yun,
yeah.
Gokitomo.
And I guess nakarelate din ako dahil ako takot ako sa ipis eh.
So pareho kayo ni Igor na takot sa ipis?
Kung takot siya sa ipis di malamang pareho ko. Mas matapang pa yung asawa ko pagdating sa ipis.
So, if I remember correctly, thesis mo din yun, di ba?
Thesis ko ba yun?
Parang I remember it naka-display eh.
Meron ako, alam ko,
your book.
Alam ko comics.
Book illustration ka ata. Oh, yeah.
Oo.
And I think Gokitomo nga actually.
Gokitomo ba yun? Nakalimutan ko na eh. Sabi naman nung professor natin nun, sabi, mukha naman professional pero parang...
Hindi lang mukhang professional yun kasi technically you were already a professional din. So professional work talaga yun.
So, medyo madaya ba? Yeah. Ganon. Pero in terms of animation, di ako nag-excel dun
Hindi, mas mahirap yun kasi like you said, especially with your mindset with illustration. If you do animation, pupulido mo lahat yun. How many frames yun?
Tsaka ibang discipline din yun.
Kasi it's
sorry.
much looser ka dapat mag-draw doon. You can't really do yung pulido na work unless masokista ka.
Which I sort of am minsan. I mean, in terms of drawing, just to be clear.
So, you did a lot of titles for Questor then, di ba? You did Gokitomo, then you did Ocho del Dio.
Yep.
And then, occasionally you do covers
for the other titles, Pag may time,
titles.
kasi minsan gumagawa rin kami ni Aldin ng covers, ganyan. Magaling yan si Aldin. Nakita ko yan.
From what I hear from Olan and si Aldin, nung tinanong ko silang who were yung biggest influence nila, ang sinabi nila, ikaw.
Sabihin ko sa'yo, sinungaling yung dalawang yun.
Hindi, kasi
bago pa kami nagkakilala, magaling na yung mga yun.
Aside from them, ganun din yung sinabi ni na Franklin dati. So marami ka talagang na-influence na ibang creators. Kasi when they're looking at your work, na-inspire sila na gumawa din.
Flattering, pero hindi talaga ako nainiwan.
Hindi, kasi tinanong ko si Aldin, di ba, nalaman ko lang din na nag-alamat din siya. And like you before, he was doing more Western type na illustrations. And when I asked him kung paano siya nag-transition from yung Western and to more manga-like na drawing, ang sinabi niya, ikaw talaga.
Grabe. Siguro siya yung isa sa binabluff ka lang niya. For sure. But I guess thank you then. I think sa Questor, right, nung times na yun, and even with CCCom, whenever I see their work, your work, talagang parang nag-i-inspire naman kami with ng isa't isa eh. Ganun talaga. It's not, I wouldn't say a competition or even a friendly competition. It's just that, I want to do something like this, that what he's doing, mga ganyan. So, ganun lang.
It's diba? It's more of a you can't deny that there's a bit of competition pa rin. Kasi alam mo yung as artist din naman, you have yung artist pride that you don't want to be left behind, diba? Yun you don't want to be left behind. So if you see someone na galing nito, dapat di ako maiwanan. So, di ba? Yun yung nagpo-push for excellence eh.
Yeah, I think that's a better way of looking at it. That rather than saying na galing nito, kailangan maungusan ko siya or maging mas magaling ako sa kanya. It's not that.
Iba yung mindset na yun, parang kailangan mas maging magaling ako tapos dapat durugin ko tong
maliin ko yung kamay nito.
Iba na yun. Parang na yun, parang chaotic evil.
Pero parati ko kasi naririnig yung joke na yun eh. Uy, galing mo baliin ko yung kamay mo eh. Naalala ko lang
diba? If you joke around like that, sinasabi nga nila yung jokes are half meant. So,
buti na lang nabuhay pala ako.
Ng ganun.
Ang naalala ko si Franklin, isa dun eh.
Laking mama pa naman.
Oo.
So, ayun, after Questor, ano na yun, di ba? That's around the same time that you migrated na.
Hindi pa. Medyo may overlap sa Questor and sa Seven Seas.
Seven Seas, yes. Oo nga pala, I forget Seven Seas.
So, yung Seven...
couple of books for Seven Seas.
Yeah. 3 books in total, I think.
No Man's Land 1 and 2, tsaka Freerunners.
Freerunners. So, I think part ako ng mga unang 4 na books. Kasama si Nahay.
Yun yung books that were all written by Jason.
Oo. So, nung mga founding times ng Seven Seas, I guess nakonta kami nun. And then I didn't wanna let the opportunity pass. So, kahit
before we continue pala,
sorry.
For anyone who's wondering what Seven Seas is, Seven Seas is an American publisher that publishes OELs, original English language mangas, which means it's actually comics that looks like manga written by Americans.
Yep.
Yeah. Drawn by mostly Filipinos.
Mostly Filipino, yeah.
At isa nga sa mga founding artists of the initial wave of line, yung initial line na nilabas ni Seven Seas, was si Sir Jennyson.
Jennyson lang, wag nang sir.
Hindi, as in nag-ano ko ngayon eh. Isa sa advocacy ko ngayon is yung ibalik yung respect, yung pagsalita with respect with each other. And even if classmate ko si Sir Jen, kaklala ko siya personally, afford the respect, which is yung si Sir Jen. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sir John. Yeah, I will give the same respect to you, of course. Yeah.
So yun, yung ginawang title ni Sir Jen was a Western, di ba? Western siya.
So it's a sort of alternate history ng mga times ni na Abraham Lincoln. So para siyang Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter, right? Pero mga monsters, creatures from hell yung mga lumabas doon. And then merong isang dating bodyguard or detective, ganyan. Shit, nakalimutan ko na. As yun, so yeah, basically he's fighting all these demons, ganyan. So 2 volumes, I think 150 to 180 pages each volume. Timeline for each was around 4 months na minsan tumatagal ng 5 or 6. Yeah. Mga ganun. Kasi noong time na yun, ano ba? Penciler, inker, and then letters lang yata. Hindi. Especially nung first book, ako rin yung nag-tones. Yung second, hindi na yata.
Si Mel din actually yung nag-letters nun.
Oh. Ginawa kang pala yun ng Diyos.
So kung makabili kayo actually ng book nun, collab nila yun.
Hindi ko man lang alam. Ba't di ko alam? Hindi ko ba tingnan yung credits? Nakalimutan ko lang. Sorry. Yeah.
Ayun, available pa kaya yun? Siguro available pa yun. Hanapin nyo na lang. Natatapos ba yun? Natapos siya?
Hindi siya natapos.
It was slated for how many volumes dapat?
Actually, wala yata. From what I remember, wala siyang plano na set volume number. Pero as far as I remember, hindi siya natapos. Yeah.
Hindi siya natapos.
Yeah.
So ano lang siya on the fly kung gaano siya katagal yung magagawa. Pero I think most of yung initial lineup kasi ng 70s was done more on the way na para pwede siyang i-pitch ni Jason for Hollywood eh.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Kasi parang when I was talking to Jason, I think that was yung kasi mas madaling mag-pitch ng property that has other media, diba? So
yeah.
if it was a comics, parang ano na lang, gravy na lang kung maging successful din sa comics.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember nung natapos yung first volume, so nagpadala si Jason ng mga, I think 20 copies, diba? And the time na yun, sa post office mo pa siya kukunin. So magbabayad ka pa ng mga tax yata, 2,000 yata yung binayaran ko doon. And then, chinek pa siya ng clearance officer. Pagbukas niya, ano to? Sabi ko, Japanese comics po. Sabi niya, Japanese comics? Porno? Sabi niya, sabi, hindi po. Gawa ko po yan. Gawa mo? Pwedeng humingi.
Gumagawa ang porno.
Pwedeng humingi. Humingi siya ng isa. Sabi ko, pwedeng wala na lang tax. Kasi sabi ko, mahal din po yan. Yung isang volume na yan, mahal din. Ganyan. So, I think binigyan ko siyang isa.
Hindi ka na nagbayad ng 2,000.
Yeah, I think so.
Good trade. Good trade yun.
Yeah, but the thing is now, wala na akong copy. I think tig-iisa na lang na volume yung yung copy ko, personal copy ko eh. Kasi pinamigay ko din sa mga friends. Yeah.
Pero I think actually maganda yung memories ko with 70s. Only because yung productivity rate ng 70s was like mataas. So after a year, ang dami yung libro na natapos. And it came to a point nga ang dami talaga. And the next book that you did for 70s was
Free Runners.
So
yeah.
Mas ma-action yung parkour na.
Yeah, mas ma-action. I think I took the brief literally yung sabi nila gusto nila ng parang air gear. Naging mukhang air gear talaga. I mean, not as good as or great as Oguro Ito, pero I tried. Pero I had fun kasi andun yung mga hilig kong i-drawing yung mga streetwear, dynamic poses, dynamic actions, a bit of background as well. Kasi syempre, you have to include the background there. The backgrounds are basically part of the storytelling, di ba? Yeah.
Gamit mo dun yung skills mo as an architect?
Architect, yes. Kasi noong mga times na to, wala pang computer tayo masyadong ginagamit. Basically, pang-scan lang natin yung computer, pang-lagay ng tones,
wala pa si Clip. Wala pa si Clip Studio.
Wala pa si Clip Studio. I think I even tried Deleter, an app by Deleter.
Deleter actually, parang gumawa sila ng proto na parang Clip, diba? They had this software before that was very similar to what is Clip doing right now.
Yes. So, lahat yan, pen on paper, scan, just clean up yung mga dumi sa scans. Yun lang gamit ng computer natin before. Yeah.
Pero when everything migrated to yung digital, ang laking time yung na-save kasi yung clean up and from scan, yun yung matagal kasi ang daming nakukuha kung ano fragments from you.
Oo. And also, ako pa naman, personally, malinis ako sa kamay. Ayoko ng maduming kamay. Kaya hindi ako nahilig mag-painting. Especially oil paints. Kasi ayoko ng maduming kamay. So, when I started drawing digitally, talagang, wow, gusto ko to kasi wala akong grease marks sa kamay. Yung papel ko malinis. Gusto ko yun. Yeah, pero just to change topic for a bit, a lot of people are saying na buti pa nung dating panahon, mas maganda yung buhay nung dating panahon. No, as an artist, hindi. Alam mo ba, tuwing maghahanap ako ng reference dati, pupunta pa kami sa library. Titingin sa magazines, sa encyclopedias. Kasi wala tayong internet noon. Ngayon, madali na lang, di ba?
Well, may internet kami noon, pero kailangan maghintay ka ng mga madaling araw para mag-connect at walang tumawag sa landline. Kasi dati, pag may tumawag sa landline, mawala yung internet.
Oo, di ba? Ganun. Hindi nila na-experience yun. No? Kaya even yung mga pagers, di ba? Sipin mo, magsasabi ka ng sweet nothing sa mahal mo, biglang, pero sasabihin mo sa operator.
Sa operator. Tapos yung operator, pinopormahan din yung ano mo. So, iba yung papadala.
Ganun ba yun? May ganun ba?
Alam mo, may mga kwentong ganun eh.
Hindi ko alam. But yeah, possible.
Yun nga, actually, ano yan na-mention yan with some of the other older creators, Western comics na they see a lot of younger creators parang shitting on yung work before. Kasi, yun nga, put it into context that yung mga drawings before, they did not have yung technology that you have right now.
Yep.
And they usually have to like physically collect references. Materials.
Yeah.
And aside from that, since aside from yung job nila to illustrate yung pages na yun, and yung actively looking for reference material, tapos may deadline sila na a month lang. Kaya ganun yung artworks nila during that time.
I mean, ganun yung artworks nila even with that handicap, di ba?
Diba?
Impressive talaga.
And they can like deliver yung comics month in, month out. As in, wala ka naman sigurong older na illustrator that you would see na did not have yung mga year-long runs, di ba? And that's 22 pages every month.
Yeah. Crazy.
Diba? Ang crazy kaya ng schedule na yun. Subukan niyong gawin.
Yeah, the generation now, hindi nila alam yung mga ganyang struggles natin before. Yeah.
Pero tayo, we're a bit lucky kasi we
experienced
both. We experienced both yung time na yun and we experienced yung panahon ngayon. I think we better appreciate yung nangyayari ngayon.
Yep. Na-experience natin both, yes. Correct ka dyan. Tama.
So after 7 Seas, you went to Singapore na?
So sa 7 Seas, medyo nagkaroon ng lull dun sa projects ko. I'm not sure why. Siguro kasi nag-expand din ng maraming books yung 7 Seas, di ba?
Yun yung sinasabi ko, parang second year, parang first year ng 7 Seas, we're only doing 4 books.
Yeah.
4 or 3 books lang. Yung kay Hai, yung sa'yo, tsaka yung kay Chris Season.
Oo. Tapos, si Chris Season, Diyos yun.
So, tapos after nun, second year, parang boom! Parang 7, 8 ata yung ginawa.
Yeah. So, basically, parang, kailangan kong kumita. Alam yun. Pero, okay lang. Minsan, nag-ano ng mga freelance jobs. Noong time na yun, naghihintay-hintay lang or actively looking. Swerte naman, may mga nagko-contact sa DeviantArt noong time na yun. And then, biglang...
Yung pala nabanggit mo, buti nabanggit mo. For people who are looking for yung gallery ni Sir Jennyson, mas kilala siya dati dun sa DeviantArt handle.
DeviantArt na Tungao.
Tungao. Tapos Ngao.
Yeah. So, yung name na yan, nakuha ko yan sa sa isang banda, yung bandang Tungao. Yeah. Then, ni-research ko siya, ano ba tong tungaw na to? Ang nalaman ko yata is, parang kuto ng manok. Yeah. But anyways, it stuck. And then, no pun intended. But yeah. But anyways, so yun, DeviantArt, nakakuha ko ng mga commission jobs. And then, syempre, ina-idolize mo dun, fina-follow mo dun yung mga taga-Imaginary Friends Studios, right? Sila Art Germ, sila DCWJ, sila Kai, Okita Komuki, and Kendrick, Kunka. So, ina-idolize ko sila. And then, nung nag-email yung director nila sa akin, na gusto nga daw akong mag-try out for a comic project that they have, di syempre, since wala rin naman masyadong ginagawa sa Seven Seas, inaccept ko yung challenge. And then after a few variations nung sample page ko, sabi na, okay, punta ka dito sa Thursday. So basically, in-email ako nung Monday, and then Thursday, punta na ako Singapore. Syempre, wala naman akong pera masyado.
Parang pumunta ka lang ng QC.
So, bili agad ng ticket, and then, yun, punta ako sa Singapore. Doon na nagsimula. Kinuha nila ako. And then, I still consider them my Singapore family. We still talk. Kahit wala ning IFS, Imaginary Friends. The group is still intact. So we're all doing our own thing, or part of other companies. Si Argerm is doing a lot of covers for Marvel and DC. Yeah. Ganon.
During your time with IFS, you did comics din, di ba? You did for Caliber.
Yeah, for Caliber Comics. So, gumawa ako ng Freedom Formula number 2. Sinimulan siya ni Chester Ocampo, yung number 1. And then number 2, ako na. Pero sa credits, sa cover, si Chester ang nakalagay. May nagkamali doon, which was fine. And then, parang, I think, isang buwan lang namin ginawa yung number 2 kasi we're always rushing. Ang dami namin ginagawa nun kasi I think the director wanted to push for, the usual Hollywood, di ba? Yun yung dun eh. So talagang doon kami natutulog sa studio, pagod yung mga tao, but still have to soldier on. Yeah, ganun.
Parang ang daming kasing actually mga outside comics that wanted yung clout of being a comic sensation para lang matranslate into Hollywood, di ba? Yung Hollywood thing na yan. Pero usually, parang hindi mo naman ma-replicate yun nung organic na nangyari.
Oo. Flash in the pan. Talagang mahirap
If mostly it's reserved for actual creators that grinded out as comics creators.
Yes.
Yung clout na gano'n.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Hindi mo talaga magagawa yun in just a few months eh.
Oo, hindi mo talaga magagawa. It's mostly nga yan eh. Parang, like with Trece, di ba? Everybody thinks that Trece came out of nowhere, pero it was a 15-year grind before it reached yung Netflix fame.
I mean, it's about time, but it could have been like sana naging sooner pa, di ba? And then maraming sana tayong output ngayon.
Yeah, oo. So, after IFS, I haven't heard from after nun. For a long time, I haven't heard from you after.
Yes. Kasi medyo nawala na rin pati yung output ko ng kahit mga personal art ko eh. Kasi napunta ako sa advertising. Sa isang advertising agency dito sa Singapore.
Nagamit mo yung degree mo.
Yes. Kaya nga. But, sa totoo lang, I did not want to. Dahil gusto ko lang talaga mag-draw eh. Alam mo yun? Basta gusto ko lang mag-drawing eh. Pero I think doon ako napunta dahil may offer sa akin, and then I felt like siguro maiba naman. Pero pwede ko lang sabihin na may regrets ako nung time na yun na iniwan ko yung IFS. Yeah, pero I think medyo pasara na rin yung IFS nung time na yun. So, okay. Sige lang. Kinuha ko na
The
yung
thing with
opportunity.
IFS kasi I think was, and then parang when I was kasi I don't really know kasi I'm outside looking in. Pero for me, parang ang bilis niya nabuo.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Parang roller coaster yun. Parang mga superstar na mga visual artists. Nagbuo sila ng studio.
Parang
they were doing all
no?
these things. Tapos after 2, parang puro burst lang siya eh. A burst of inspiration na magbuo tayo ng studio.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos they released a lot of projects. Tapos after nun, bigla rin silang nawala. It's very similar to what happened to our studios din dito sa Pilipinas with Questor and Culture Crash na biglang boom, boom, boom. Tapos biglang wala.
Yeah, it's sad pero it is what it is. Yeah. But good thing is nag-survive din naman yung mga individual artists.
Well, like I said, they were even before they banded together, they were all big names, diba? They were all great visual artists talaga. Yeah. So alam mo, hindi naman sila mag-fail.
Yeah, that's why nung time na kinontak nila ako, nagkaroon ako ng imposter syndrome, kumbaga. Parang, why do they want me to be part of this group? Alam mo yun? I'm not good enough.
Validation yun na sinasabi ko sa'yo kanina na you were one of yung mga artists that other artists looks up to.
Like, wala ba silang ibang makuha? Ganyan.
Truthfully, yung art mo was one of the more commercial when I saw yung art mo. Even before, when you were just sketching sa likod ng mga mechanical drawing plate mo. Nung nakita ko nag-sketch ka nun, parang alam ko kaagad na itong taon to sisikat.
Well, I won't say na sumikat, pero in terms of commercial, maybe, yeah, tama ka dyan. Yeah.
Kasi your art is ano talaga eh, hindi lang siya pang comics eh. Kasi yung sensibility mo to draw something as clean, yung clean lines, tapos yung, kita mo kagad yung mix with yung urban, like what you said, yung urban scene and yung mga stuff that you like. Yung your own aesthetics is actually very commercially viable. Yeah,
I think so too. And
probably, I guess that's what IFS also saw.
Yeah, because nung time na nasa IFS ako, a lot of them were character designers, mga painted type of style, diba? So whenever we get projects na more line art driven or more sabihin natin cutesy or mostly napupunta sa akin yung mga projects na yun kasi medyo mas versatile ako in terms of changing style. I mean, I can't do painted shit, you know. Tinitrain ako dati ni Arger, ni Stan. Hindi ko makuha talaga yung technique eh, alam mo yun. Kasi sort of for us kasi medyo same kami ng process. So magsa-start muna kami ng line art and then basically color those lines. Pero siya, medyo painted yung style niya ng coloring. Ako naman cel-shaded kasi yun na yung kaya ko eh. Kasi hindi naman ako magaling mag-color talaga. Hindi ko kaya mga tipong culture crash style of coloring. And then the others are like talagang starting from loose black painted lines and then painting over those lines, right? So mukha silang painting, walang masyadong line art. Ako lang yung medyo line art based. So minsan I felt na napag-iwanan ako in terms of style, pero commercially marami akong ginawang projects kasi yun nga eh, I can adapt to most of the requirements of the clients. Yeah.
And parang when you like boil everything down, nothing beats a good black and white illustration.
Yeah.
Yung visual, yung solid blacks of yung actual line art. Walang makakatalo actually dun.
Even to the point na yung mga mag-design ka ng characters like sabihin natin more cartoony like mga Dexter's Lab na type or Star Wars Clone Wars style na character designs, yan yung mga medyo nag-excel ako eh. Yeah.
So, ayun na. I think we've covered most of yung
Sensya na maraming
comics, yung comics career mo. Did you ever do any other comics after IFS?
After IFS, I think meron din. Meron akong ginawang The Griff. Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyari doon. That was mahirap ng time na yun eh kasi talagang pinagmadali sa akin. And then it wasn't really the style that I wanted to do. Pero, sometimes you just have to do it. So, yun. I think yun lang ang ginawa ko. And then other things, mga character designs with Eric Calderon. Marami akong ginawa for him. But comics, wala na masyado. That's why when you contacted me, sabi ko sa iyo, wala akong masyadong comics output. So,
napuno natin yung almost an hour with
isang oras na ba tayo nag-uusap?
Almost na. Kasi, yun nga, it was gamut from 13 years old from when you stopped doing comics. Medyo marami din, di ba? Like from Terminator Komiks, Questor, several titles from Questor, several titles from 7 Seas, and then you did IFS.
Yeah, siguro napuno natin yung isang oras kasi palipat-lipat ako ng topic.
Hindi naman. Kasi diretso lang naman tayo. Medyo matanda na rin kasi tayo kaya marami na mag-usapan.
True. Tama yan. Well, nung bata tayo, medyo siguro, for me personally, medyo aloof ako, medyo introvert ako eh. I mean, even now, hindi ako masyadong nagkakwento ng sasalita. Pero I think nowadays, medyo nag-change na rin. Yeah. And
ako rin kasi hindi rin ako nakikipag-usap actually dati. Since I do my thing tapos bala. Actually, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, kahit magkaklase kami dati, this would be our longest conversation ever.
Yes. Kasi talagang as much as possible, kung pwede kang umiwas sa conversation, I would do it eh.
Totoo naman talaga. Kasi ngayon lang actually, when I grew older, found yung merit of conversing with other people to learn ano yung iniisip nila and what they...
Agree. Tama rin.
So right now, you said you're working for Lego.
For Lego, yeah. It's been almost more than 2 years na. So after my advertising gig, naganap ako ng job din. And then, ito nga, nakita ko tong Lego and then actually may nag-refer sa akin, yung boss ko ngayon. So, I'm very thankful for. And I went through, let's say, mga interviews and mga presentations. And yun, luckily na natanggap naman. Sa una, medyo visualizer lang ako. So just doing illustrations for ideas ng mga art directors or creating sticker sheets, not for the sets, but for their advertising campaigns. And beautifying the deck, mga ganyan. Yan lang. Until, syempre gusto mo rin naman mag-move, di ba? Do something else rather than just doing what people tell you to draw, which I have been very comfortable in. So naging medyo art lead ako. Tried small projects muna. Brainstorming with people, with writers and all that. So yan. So here I am. Yeah. So actually kinontak ko yan si Sir Budget nung natanggap ako eh. And happy naman siya, but yun nga, nasa Bilan siya eh. So hindi kami nakapag-meet. Yeah. I met him siguro once or twice kasi alam ko nag-apply ako sa Alamat before eh. Hindi ako nakuha. Nag-apply ako with John Jasper Bello nga, na tattooed artist. Yeah, yun na. Just a digression.
Parang parang yung mga ka-age group natin, meron talagang connection with alamat in one way or another.
Oo, kasi syempre, nung time na yun, malaki sila di ba?
Sila lang actually.
Sila lang, oo. Like, pag naging part ka ng group na yun, talagang feeling mo, swerte ko, yun? The creme de la creme na mga creative people sa comics industry ng Pilipinas. Yeah.
So, ayan. We've come to yung end na ng conversation natin about your comics career. Would you see yourself like doing anything for comics now?
Actually, definitely. Sa totoo lang, minsan pag iniisip mo, matanda na tayo, pero yung passion mo for creating comics nandyan pa rin eh. And then it's been a long time, siguro mga almost 10 years na wala akong comics output. Gusto ko ulit balikan actually. And I'm actually preparing na gumawa ng creator-owned book. Yan. Pero, I mean, no promises. Kasi medyo busy. Pero, yeah, namimiss ko siya talaga. Gusto ko
lagi ko sinasabi to with yung mga creators that particularly stop producing for local. Total disservice to other creators and other readers, yung younger readers, that they do not actually see yung work that you put out.
Yeah.
Especially yung older work nyo, there's particularly no way to actually see it.
Basta, okay lang yung Kundalini. Pasensya na, Mr. Writer and Mr. Editor.
Paskan ko nga kay Ilog.
Wag na. Baka mamaya hindi na ako mag-comeback niyan.
Pero you have a wide body of work that should be seen by more people. Like I said, you actually inspire other creators to draw, to do their own thing. So what more pa yung mga readers?
We'll try soon. Yeah. Gawin ulit natin.
To see the more Jennyson Rosero works on the shelves soon. Well, if not soon, in the future.
Yeah, in the future. Definitely gagawin natin yan. Yeah, kasi gusto ko rin mag-tell ng stories. And then, with the learnings that I've had over the years, syempre, I'm pretty sure nag-improve naman ako. So, I would also love to see myself doing it. And kung ano yung output na magagawa ko. Yeah. So, we'll see.
So, where can your fans follow your work?
Okay.
Well, fans sila, alam nila yun. Yung mga interested.
Yeah, those interested or those in the know, they can go to jennysonrosero.com. If they want to reach out personally, they can contact me through Twitter, though hindi ako active doon, pero at least if may DMs, makikita ko naman. Yeah. So,
nakakatawa lang. Alam mo ano yung nakakatawa dyan? Lahat ng halos ka-age natin, sasabihin yun, you can contact me at Twitter. I'm not active sa Twitter, pero I have an account.
Yeah. It's just that whenever meron nitong, kunwari, bagong platform, social media platform, you try it out, but then you abandon it, no? Pero I think yun lang yung probably safest way to get in touch with people you want to follow, diba? Because I also, of course, you don't want to give them your personal mobile number or even email, actually. Yeah, so sa Twitter, medyo okay.
Yeah, so yun. Thank you very much for your time.
Salamat din for inviting. And I really think this is a good thing that you're doing. Yeah. Medyo mas nakikilala ko rin yung mga ibang artists na yung
mga hindi natin kinakausap before.
Yes. Sa mga Comic-Cons, since introvert ako, di ba? Hindi ako nakakapag-converse with other creators. Even nung nakilala ko si Lainil, talagang parang nagka-curl up ako eh.
Hindi, yung mga ganun, hindi ko pa kayang kausapin.
nakapila ako sa food isang convention, nasa likod ko siya, hindi ko siya makausap eh.
Nahihiya pa ako sa mga ganun.
Yeah, ako din. Yeah. But anyways,
pero yeah. Thank you talaga.
Basta anytime Sir John. Yeah. Salamat din for inviting.
Mag-outro na ako. Paano nga ba outro ko? Kalimutan ko. Please do leave a like, share this video to your friends, share this video to anyone who is interested in Filipino comics. Let us support Filipino comics creators. Let us support Filipino comics titles. Ayan. Subscribe to the channel kung gusto nyo lang. Pero kung ayaw nyo naman, okay lang din. Pero if you want to listen in to more of our conversations with our comics personalities, I do drop conversations every 4 p.m. every day. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home. See you guys sa mga susunod na videos. Thank you, Let's Surgeon. Thank you, Sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.